We all know the textile business is like a backbone of Pakistan. And we also know that a lot of these regulations or new rules of the European Union are coming in force. We're talking about energy. So by 2030, every drop of energy for textile production of any company outside the European Union who's planning and dreaming to export into the European Union has to be totally fossil fuel free. And also on these chemicals, which some of the new rules are already enforced next year. So this is a big concern for Pakistan as well, because if we don't do all these things, we can't export to European Union anymore. So we are losing that business, and then will be hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people without a job in this country. This is not just a game whether we like it or not. It is the rule that we have to follow. Getting back to you, Alan, so Nordjil is obviously a company built on innovation. So there was an idea which was built. So this is what we would need in Pakistan more and more. Companies which are based on high innovation. How do you see, because you have a lot of experience from South America and you know kind of the world, what could we do to support such a high level innovation, which will be in the end, those would be new companies?
I think it's again about opening, being open at the end of the day, because as you said, it will start with new regulation in Europe. I think if we look on the textile industry for some years, we all talked sustainability. I don't think the industry have made the progress that it's supposed to make. We are absolutely behind, and that can be both in Europe but also on a global scale. So I think now, and one of the reasons for that is that the regulatory side have not, what should I say, followed the same path as the talks about sustainability. So I think now what we see on the European side is that the regulatory, they are a lot in the brewing. We can't say what will be implemented yet because there is only a few things, but there's a lot gonna happen there. And when that happens, then the only way that the industry can kind of keep up is basically by new innovations and new solutions. And I think, then we go back to where do we have the capabilities, and if we think one industry here could be denim as an example. So Pakistan, if you look from outside into Pakistan, a lot talks about the denim industry here, but maybe not to the level or to the, how should I say, there is the quality of the industry here and the quality of the fabric making is at, what should I say, is benchmark, I would say. But from the outside into Pakistan, that's not the big, what should I say, topic. So it's all about how do we actually promote the capabilities.
Rasika, is there anything you want to add on that? So how are we going to support high-level innovations in Pakistan that might actually become the mezzos of Pakistan?
I think we have to start small, really. Invest in the local population training, and then move on from picking out the right technologies and then working with them. It's not going to be a fast route. It's not going to be an easy route, but it has to be a route which is more sustainable. And that's how it happens. Pick the right technologies in the right business spaces, and then work with them step by step to do that. And that's the only way forward as we see it in Metso.
I started from a non-technical side, which is, and as I talk to more and more Pakistanis here, because innovation is always linked with your youth, your emerging talent, your new university graduates who are coming into the industry. So in the first instance, we have to fix the problem that our youth and the generations have is hope in Pakistan. I think that's a very fundamental thing that I see as I interact with more and more professionals. They need to have the zeal and zest to stay in this country and to deliver, because most of the people in this room might know that Pakistan does not lack capacity and talent. It's how we channelize it, how we give them optimism, hope to deliver within this country. I know a lot of people owning family businesses for generations. They're trying to kind of scale down and not bring that innovation in whatever they're doing. So I think that is the first step for us to kind of do, which is again not a technical answer to your question. And then second, with the aspect you touched is the regulatory aspect of things, because you have to drive that as well. So for example, I agree that sustainability is pretty much there on books in all our regulations, and today you pick any regulation by local, provisional or federal government, you find a lot of stuff about sustainability, but they're not being enforced for companies to kind of really invest time, energies and resources in doing that. And I'll give a very small example. If today you looked at the regulations of Sindh Environmental Protection Agency, SEPA, which we call, they have everything that a sustainable building needs to have. Okay, but practically you see this ugly concrete jungle in Karachi, and sustainability is far, 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 and you can never see a glimpse of sustainability in that. So we do have rules, regulations, bylaws, ordinances, and many, many more, but that oversight, regulatory oversight, is really critical to really force the market drivers to think about innovation. Because without that, we cannot really go forward.